That is unsurprising considering how ubiquitous the company is across the world, and especially Florida. I mean, our mascot is pretty much Mickey Mouse, and our state is sponsored by Florida. From airports to theme parks, all of these factors have contributed to why Orlando is actually the tourist capital of the world, getting over 20 million visitors every year. Disney has affected generations of childhoods, from the original first cartoons, to the movies, to the theme parks, to the TV shows. And their purpose has always stayed the same: make family-friendly entertainment and tourist attractions. Today, I'm going to tell you how that all came to be. My 3 main points are going to be the 3 biggest eras of the company, starting with the beginning, where Walt started, how he got into animation, what he did before animation, and his first films. Next, the slump of the company, when it was at its lowest after Walt passed away. And finally now, how the company has gotten back its reputation and where it is today. Starting with the beginning. Before animation, Walt Disney actually served in the Red Cross in France in World War I. In 1919, he started animating commercials for local businesses, and later moved to Los Angeles at 21 to start his own animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram Films, which later would become Disney in 1926. He started animating fairy tales, but later went on to animate Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse first appeared in the 1928 comic Plane Crazy, but was most recognized for the cartoon Steamboat Willie in the same year. His first biggest movie was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was internationally recognized for its animation and its music and its story. He went on to create many successful films after this, such as 101 Dalmatians, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella. Now, once he died, in December of 1966, the company hit a low. He began working on the Jungle Book before he passed away, and it was released after he passed away, but not many people really remember the movies that came out after he passed away for the next 2 decades. Once Epcot opened 11 years after he died, the company realized that they had lost the spirit, and they had lost the real purpose and the vision that Walt created, and they set to make a change. Which is why, in 1989, they released The Little Mermaid, which is known as the start of the Disney Renaissance, the good movies that everyone knows and remembers. The biggest change in this film was the music. Disney had started creating really successful scores, and they had lost that when he was lost. But in these new movies, they started incorporating real Broadway stars to the cast of the film, such as Jodie Benson, which really changed the whole movie industry. After this success, Disney took note, and every movie made after this would go on to have an award-winning score for the next 2 decades. Moving to the Disney princesses. When Walt started his company, Disney princesses were known as feminine women that needed to be saved by men. Today, they are going into war, and they are business owners, and they don't even need a love interest in the film to save them. Disney has successfully shown how we interpret women a century ago and how we interpret them today. And that is why Disney princesses and Disney has had such an effect on the culture. Now, concluding, I've taken you through the beginning of Disney, when they've hit their lows, and how they got back to their highs. And I hope that you take away more of a story of recognizing how this company came to be so big worldwide and why it is such the success that it is today. Thank you.